he's conquered the Riot Games banhammer. He's reached Challenger, the highest rank in League of Legends at every position in the game.
I am the goddamn greatest of all time, so again, hey.
He's beat the betters.
Oh, she's now running it down, by the way. Now Maokai's counter running it down. Like, bro, look at this. Look at this. Like, look at the games I'm playing, man.
He's beat the Inters.
We're not, bro. Come on. Come on. And you're sitting here, like, getting your account boosted. Duo Q sniping, you know, having him win trade for you. Come on, bro.
And he's conquered Twitch. From his old days of Draven one-tricking to becoming one of the most influential and well-known League of Legends creators seen today, Tyler1, whether Riot Games like it or not, is the face of League. Hello world, my name is Harmless, and in today's video we're going to be exploring the life and career of League of Legends legend, Tyler1. Tyler1's Steinkamp story started on the 7th of March 1995 in the state of Missouri, USA. Was Tyler1 birthed out as a 6'5" Greek god with the strength of a rhinoceros? This we do not know. However, we do know that Tyler1's brother Elrob was not gifted with the same genes. The amount of L radiation emitted from Erob led to Tyler losing a lot of his height from birth, which led to him being picked on during middle school because of how small he was. Leading up into high school, he was moving to another area. He wanted this time to be different, and so he started training in an alpha sport. Initially, he started training in basketball, but upon realizing how much height had dissipated, he decided to instead start playing American football and lifting weights. He put in a massive amount of dedication to get back both his height and his strength. Throughout his time at high school, he would not miss a single day of weight training. This exact dedication would be what brought him from not even being able to lift the 45-pound bar to setting records that are still held in the high school to this day, and would also see him become one of the best football players on his team. Somewhere along the line, Tyler was introduced to the Riot-made Hellscape League of Legends, which became yet another thing Tyler was determined to become greater. There are many ways one can improve in League. The most effective is through one-tricking, and in order for a player to successfully find their champion, they must find one that resonates with them the most, whether it's personality-wise, how fun the champion is, or how cool their splash out is. For Tyler1, the answer was pretty easy.
I'm the real Draven.
He would climb the ranks ladder rather quickly and would eventually begin streaming on Twitch because his friends at high school wanted to watch his gameplay after hearing he was a high elo player.
I run it down for a dono. I limit testing your promos.
He discovered that he enjoyed streaming quite a lot and began to do it more often. And during this time on Twitch, there wasn't that much competition among the streamers. All you really needed to become popular was a personality that stood out and was entertaining to watch, which Tyler definitely had. He carried this hobby into college, where he went to study computer science at the Central Methodist University and built up a solid schedule which composed of training for football, streaming and studying, and his ability to climb the league ladders was shown in 2014 when he reached rank 14. Eventually his content grew to a point where he realized it could be a full-time career, and since he found it way more fun than anything else he had been doing, he decided to withdraw from his course to pursue content. Tyler's personality on the Rift at the time was that of a rather toxic individual, the kind you'd expect to see in your usual bronze level lobbies, but everything else about his gameplay was so much better, and in the higher elos where the player pool is much smaller and it wasn't uncommon to play against the same players day in and day out, Tyler began to gain a bit of a bad reputation amongst the high ranked players, and Riot Games would give his account semi-frequent bans. Because of the state of Draven at that time, the champion itself was not very popular. It was easy to spot which accounts were Tyler's. If a player is in high elo, locked in Draven, and is stomping lane whilst being toxic in chat, it was probably Tyler on a fresh account. There's also another way to catch the Tyler in high elo lobbies when Draven was banned. You just had to look out for this. The bans got to a point where a large portion of his streams were the unranked challenger type of content, and he would post this in every lobby to snatch himself a couple extra views. He also had an int list of all the players that played bad in his games. As his stream grew and a couple big names in the league scene started to notice him, he was often vilified by the pro players, but the biggest hate watcher of Tyler1 would be one he couldn't really ignore, a Riot employee called David Freak Turley.
I'm sad that, like, someone that vile is making so much money off the game now.
Out of all of the streamers in the league scene, Freak was the one who spoke out against Tyler the most, and there was a rather sour relationship between the two. One day during Tyler's stream would create one of the most iconic classic moments seen in the world of League of Legends streaming when the pair ended up in the same game.
She has no mana. No mana. No mana. You have no mana, bitch. You have no mana! Get the fuck out of here!
Tyler promised he was reformed in the first video he uploaded to YouTube, claiming he was going to stop his toxic ways.
If I ever say negative thing to my teammates again, I'll quit streaming.
Eventually though, the inevitable happened.
The indefinite ban. I was XJ9, boys. I'm gonna miss you guys. I am. I came on here. I came to this Greek.
Tyler's antics eventually got him IP banned. His chat, both hate watchers and fans, still wanted to enjoy T1 streams though, and so he decided to branch out in terms of content, and he did a whole host of different things. He played a game which told the story of his high school experience, he got stream sniped by GGX and gave him his career.
What have I fucking told you? You have to knock through my skull before you get to Tyler, mates. You have to knock through my fucking skull, mates.
And later on was also stream sniped by the love of his life.
Wait, a girl? Wait, a girl? It's a girl.
I love you so much.
What the fuck? I didn't know you were a fucking. No, come back. I didn't know. Oh my god, I didn't know you were a girl. I'm sorry. I'll find you. Don't worry, I'll find you. I'm so sorry.
They then began to talk on Twitter and ended up in a relationship. The content he produced during this time could be considered as some of the best content seen on Twitch, especially with Old Greek by his side. Off stream, he couldn't escape his League addiction. He still wanted to improve and be better at the game, and the fans still wanted to see LOL Tyler 1 content, and so what he began to do was record the games he played off stream to upload to YouTube later. Of course, the account he played on would get banned, but at least the content would still be out there. Over time, the people who watched this noticed he began to become less and less toxic to his teammates. Eventually, he came up with the idea of hosting a League of Legends tournament which he called the TCS, the better version of the LCS. He ran this tournament all on his own and managed to hold over 200,000 live viewers, and while the majority of the community had been against Tyler when returning previously, the popular vote began to stray away from Riot Games and many people were asking for his return. The pressure was on the company to release Tyler from the cells of Riot, and after some time Tyler received an email informing him that he'd be unbanned at the end of the year in 2017 if the accounts he played on over the past 6 months were clean from any toxic activity. And after a suspenseful wait from the community, the day finally came. The shackles were broken.
What's up, everybody? So, I'm sure everybody knows what's going on here. I'm sure everybody here has heard the news. Yeah. T1 has been unbanned from League of Legends.
Tyler stuck to his word this time. He had developed a lot as a person as the time passed and was ready to make his return to League, which he did and was received by an audience of over 382,000 people, breaking the record for peak concurrent viewers on Twitch at the time, and it's safe to say that nearly everyone was happy to see Tyler return to his natural habitat of League of Legends. Viewer 1v1s were back, Tyler's insane plays were back.
Actually, you know what?
And so was his flame, except this time toned down quite a bit. We did still see some occasional variety, but over the past couple of years there's been less and less examples. Tyler would make an appearance at an official on-stage Riot tournament now that his relations with Riot were in a bit of a better state, which would see him in a bot lane matchup, and his duo was none other than Freak. He also took on the Korean ladder, famous for being one of the hardest servers to climb on. Regardless, he still managed to climb it to very high elo, despite the extreme volume of bettors who would bet on the games Tyler was in, and then throw the game so that the bet they made was a success. After getting bored and running out of things to do, Tyler 1 would go on to attempt a very, very difficult challenge. If you're watching this video and have no clue how League ranks works, which I'd be very confused by, in League of Legends, in the competitive game mode there are ranks, so that you get put in games with opponents with similar skill. There are 9 ranks in League, from Iron, Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Diamond, Masters, Grandmasters, and finally Challenger, and as you can see from this graph, there's not a lot of Challenger players. To get this rank, you have to be within the top 300 on the leaderboard in your server, and Tyler managed to achieve this rank on 5 different accounts, each one for every single role, even while dealing with the win traders, bettors, and boosted players that haunt the NA high elo. He has since continued his regular stomping of the League ladder and has helped encourage people to get involved with fitness with the weightlifting events he's hosted. Tyler has come very far from his days of one trick and Draven, and after his 5 role League challenge, the hardest thing he's had to face is his long queue times, meaning we are left with a couple of questions: when are you? Where's variety? And when will Twitch give him a pay rise? With that though, we're all caught up with the Tyler 1 of today. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out this other one coming up on your screen now because the algorithm has decided it's a good fit for you. Also, if you're interested, I'm going to be streaming a 30-day escape from silver challenge, which might not sound impressive, but it's basically the same as escaping masters in NA. If you're interested, there'll be a link to my description where you can stay up to date. But other than that, if I missed anything, be sure to let me know. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye for now.